Alright, so this is what I've been work in progress so far. First thing I did was go through and make sure I get rid of a lot of the errors. It was referencing stuff that was not used. I'm assuming it was moved over from like another Brutal Doom project, so it referenced stuff that just wasn't there. Still not sure what the color map thing is, but taking one thing. Still need to work on some of these textures, so we'll do the first one because I haven't done monsters yet. I've been updating all the textures. Change some of the lighting to be less dramatic. Updated some of these textures. Fixed the height of stuff. He moved it. That's funny. I'm gonna check to see if that's original Doom on the easy modes. Keep it how it was originally. The doors all work. They should. For a couple levels. Fixed a lot of these textures that weren't lining up. Most textures are right now untouched. So they just use the AI scaling. But I plan on adding like actual lighting. Like those are lights, but they're not actual lights. It's like dynamic lighting. And that's on the agenda. There we go. I'm gonna check that trigger too, with the original. It's all working. This is working pretty well. I changed around some of these tiles to match more what the original was. I'm debating on if I'm going to put lighting in here or keep it darker for the moves. One thing I'm gonna fix is lights. This was one major thing that I needed to fix. This light was off. It was this tile was always bright. So that's working now. All the new HD textures. I plan on doing monsters and items and everything in the AI scaler. And then cleaning them up as necessary. Some of them off the AI skill. This was another area I was debating updating the lighting or keeping it like this. I think it adds a good the blue just adds a good ambiance like it is now. Like this is a dynamic light because the gun actually changes. But I think it might be too much in that top right. So I'll see. I'll test it out. This is an example of the texture it's auto done. It's still one texture, but the way the AI works is it has that little black line where the texture resets itself. So that's stuff I'm gonna clean up eventually. In due time. I lowered the intensity a little bit in here. It's still pretty bright, but it was way brighter before. I fixed these weren't the same texture. I think they were this, but without even blinking. I fixed the blinking on this one. Stuff like that. Install these. Most of the work was done by Sergeant Mark, so I just needed to tweak a lot of it. And the biggest amount of work is changing it back to be like Doom 64 and then the textures and stuff. This is another example of the texture auto-filtering not 100% working. Because it's the end of one texture and the start of the other. So the AI doesn't really know that. I think that's one of the doors I'm going to add a split logic. Like the texture is that it splits. I'm going to check in the original Brutal Doom if it splits up and then down, and then fix that. Lighting in here. Enemies in here. Alright, and then that's level 2. Still a little couple tweaks I need to do, but for the most part, this one looks good. The last thing I did was the beginning of level 3. So I added the lighting there. This is what I was talking about with adding dynamic lighting. I like it when it looks like this. The gun gets brighter when you get underneath it. It actually looks like a real light. It casts on the walls, it casts on the floor, and then I put a lighting effect so it looks like it's got, you know, rays coming down. And the biggest thing too is the using it as a trigger instead of having it always on, so it doesn't bleed through the walls. That was some of the issue before. They did it in level 2 with the blue armor in the blue room. It would bleed through the wall, so you set teleport triggers and it turns on afterwards. So that's my work in progress thus far. That's the textures. Still got a lot of work to do, but yeah. I have all the textures created for Brutal Doom. A lot of the resizing doesn't work in animated textures, and the tweaks between the textures combining is what I still have to do. But yeah, I'll be updating my my videos when I make a bit of progress past level 3. I'm learning as I go. Never really done this stuff before, so it's all new. And want updates, check out my Twitch channel, and I'll be updating here. Thanks for watching.